All right, welcome everyone back to week 4 for the Madison Magic Gold team, facing off this week against the Holly Spring Heroes. So both teams very competitive opponents here. The Magic being 2-1 for their record at the moment, and just quickly checking the stats for the Holly Spring Heroes. They are, let's see here, they have the exact same record as we do. So they actually also had the bye week. I almost forgot about that. So both teams are 1 win, 1 loss, trying to continue that streak for the Magic. Had a great win a couple of weeks ago, had the bye last week, so they are definitely ready to go this time around with some killer practice underway from last week. And so starting off with the player spotlight for this week, we have Pilot. His most enjoyed hobby being football with friends, a fantastic pastime in my opinion. A little bit too cold at the moment though. Favorite video game though is Roblox. Yet another pretty good game as well. A lot of creativity to be had there, and his desired superpower being flight. He'd be unstoppable in a game of Fortnite if that were possible, and it is a little bit with their gliders, so we should see him use that quite a bit as well. And so Pilot, one of the new XPL players for this season, you'll be able to see him play in just a few minutes here as they get going. Looks like the auto start is going to start the game in about 40 seconds here, so we will get going fairly soon here. Alrighty, and off we go. All of them getting into the action right away here. And it looks like
someone just joined
fairly
it late.
typical start for the Madison Magic here. They have really enjoyed this location on the map recently for getting all of their loot to start with.
Oh my gosh!
And this game is no exception.
Games, my ping sucks right now. I'm just freer than the cardboard box you live in. Oh,
Not too much going on here. Looks like UnknownJay does get that blue assault rifle, as well as, although he doesn't seem to want, he gets the other assault rifle. There's a distinction between the heavy assault rifle and the normal one. The normal assault rifle being the faster firing one, so it's generally preferred over the other one, unless you're down
so
for
dumb.
that intense damage the other one brings.
Oh my God, this game.
Oh yeah, I hear you're like. I want the green pump. I got a legendary pack.
What just happened?
So not too much going on at the moment, just collecting those resources, getting everything that they need for the start of this battle, and while we were at it, we might as well hop into their call and see what they're communicating about, seeing what they're talking about.
Okay, who just said that?
Ron.
It doesn't appear like
Okay,
too
I'm
much
going
is going on.
I'm going on.
I know where everybody is.
Big
Looks
coffee, somebody?
like they might have some insider information there. Says he knows where everyone is.
Is it another big coffee, somebody?
Who found that hack? Who's number 3? No, that was me. Oh, you found it?
I don't see him still.
You got a good loadout.
Who, me?
Alex.
Whoever, if you're spectating 5, then
No one has
Alrighty.
like a mini.
oh, blue pump,
Not
blue
too
pump.
much conversation going
Oh, I'm
on, but
spectating you.
Yeah, I'm 5.
Yeah, you got a good loadout. Man, both of you guys have gold tax. That's good.
Yo, I found so many big pots already.
looks like most of them are getting their heals and their shields up and ready for the fight to come. Power Healer is struggling a little bit to find that last amount of health, up to 50 out of the 100 shields that he should get before the start of this battle.
Oh, they're shooting at me,
Sounds like they did find
I'm lagging.
the opponent here. Pilot is
39 blue on one.
engaging, and the rest of the team
I
is
think
engaging.
the
They
oh,
should be-
God,
Blue on one.
Pilot gets shot a few times there. Gets pretty low.
Bro!
And it looks like Hexy does
Knocked
go
one,
down.
Next knock. I hit Moko.
But Power Healer does get one as well. Moving over to Ace. You can see that he also gets knocked down as well. Moving over to Power Healer, being one of the only ones left. There's only 2 left on the marbles, although it looks like one just went down as well. So it is Power Healer going down. We have last one, UnknownJay. See if he can clutch this last one. Gets a knock right there. A good job to turn the tides of the battle. Oh, and he does get hit though. He's down to half health right here. Using some of the shields. Oh, but he does get eliminated there, and I believe that is the last one for the Marvels, or for the Magic there, and they will lose this first round here. And unfortunately lost a pretty close one there, having 2 left there, but UnknownJay just wasn't able to clutch that one out. And so first round done. First point goes to the heroes, and we will get on to round 2 after this short break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna recognize. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills. You love being battle mercenary.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does? So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
All right, moving on to the next game here. They just dropped
You
down
got this. Just go crazy.
and
I
getting
got
intel
one,
from the
but
players here. Looks like
got
they
teamers on it.
saw that the enemy team went over to the ice area,
Yeah,
and so
little
they should be wary of
We had
enemy
stick
fire
as a
coming
team.
from that
We need to all
direction.
say-
These kids have literally aimbot, bro.
They were killing you guys one by one. We
They're
gotta stay
kicking us
together.
off.
Wait, guys.
Alright, and
Why
it
don't
looks
we put
like not
Fortnite?
too much
What are you-
going on at the moment. Everyone getting some pretty decent
why
guns.
don't-
Looks like
guys,
UnknownJay
why
does
don't
get
we
a
put
lot of
Fortnite
grenades here, which will be useful
Pretty
for
happy with
those
that
building
visual
battles.
Game
Being
literally
able to
sucks. I
take
don't
out
have
the
it on.
bottom of the structure will mean that the
Literally, I
entire
have
thing
visual
falls to the
sound
ground
effects.
along
Oh,
with
yeah, I
it.
have
So
it on.
if he is able to use those grenades effectively, it could prove to be the deciding factor in one of these battles. You saw last time a large portion of the battle was fought on top of those towers, so getting rid of those is imperative to winning those games. And you can see that Pilot also has quite a few of those as well. Getting those grenades is going to be very nice. You have Ace
Map
over here though
sucks.
as well. No grenades, but
Just
a
as map.
lot of great guns here. You have the sniper rifle, the assault rifle, and the shotgun. He has the middle, the short, and the long range engagements all set to go for this upcoming engagement here. So it looks like UnknownJay
They're at
and
ice
some of the rest of the
fight.
team are pretty close to that snowy area that they saw them drop in originally, and so
Better shot.
making sure that they stick together here is going to be imperative
You guys
for this
wanna
next fight.
Push yet?
No. Bro, my room is
More
rough.
grenades that UnknownJay finds.
Oh yeah, I got attacked.
Let's move over to Hexy for this view here. See how he is doing. Looks like most of the team is fairly together. It looks like they may have found the engagement here. Let's tune in to their stream to see how they're strategize this.
Alright, everybody rush. Rush me with 4.
Looks like Hexy does get hit, but he continues forward
Not
here.
Nate? Nate shot?
Ooh,
Whoa,
and Hexy
whoa.
gets knocked down.
They're literally landing.
Four on you.
Moving to UnknownJay.
These kids have beams, bro.
Looks like UnknownJay here does get a good advantage point on the side over here. Could maybe prove this to be advantageous. And remember, they have a bunch of grenades, and UnknownJay goes up into the sky, gets one shot off, gets 2 shots off, but still in the blue, which means they still have some shields left. Oh, but I believe he gets that, and they do win that round. I do not know how they managed to pull that one out, but it looks like UnknownJay there with 2 eliminations, and the rest of his team doing a great job as well. And Madison does pull out that second win. So the round is now at 1-1, tied up here with the second game. Going into the third very shortly here, and anything could happen at this point, but we can clearly see that both teams are extremely talented here, building a bunch. Really hard to see what is going on in the game, in fact. And so it is inevitable that this next game will turn out just as intense as the last one. You can see that the fighting period of these games just do not last very long because of the skill of these players. Is just they just have too much accuracy and damage to really be able to survive their shots from both teams, and you've seen that with Hexy going in there and immediately getting popped. But then on the other hand, you see UnknownJay coming out here with those shotguns, absolutely destroying the players and getting those eliminations nice and quickly. So with that, we will be right back with the third game after this short break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rep it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being battle mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit Siva.
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Move in. Now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game.
Looks like
coming.
they're going
Literally
for the
contesting.
location right underneath, but that being said, it looks like the other team is also dropping at the same
Bro,
position here,
you
so
landed in my
this
building
might be
and
a
you stole
risky
my
move
gun,
by
bro?
the Magic team here. And you can tell that they're already in here. It looks like UnknownJay does find someone right away. And gets one shot off with him, gets two shots off. Good, great job by UnknownJay there.
Oh my god.
Really taking advantage of the fact that they probably didn't even have any guns at the moment. You see, he finds another one over here. A few
Nice.
shots, and that one is knocked down as well. And another one right here. This is going to be an incredibly fast
Right here?
game if they can get this right here. It looks like Madison
get
is
it, Scott.
definitely in the lead
He
for
impulsing
this
back.
match
Running,
here.
he's running. Oh, there's
It'll
one
be
more
to take
player.
a
Literally
miracle
cannot hit me.
from the heroes in order to
rushing.
turn the tide of this battle. UnknownJay is still
Ah,
going after him.
whoa, how he sniping?
Going
Oh.
as far as possible. Let's move over to his perspective here. Looks like he got hit a couple times, but nothing a couple of chug jugs can't heal. And and we just missed Power Healer getting that last elimination there as well. The Madison team just goes so fast that we can't even keep up with how fast they finished that game right there. And you see UnknownJay there getting 3 eliminations. A fantastic job of just finding out where the enemy was right at the beginning, getting that loot very quick, and systematically eliminating each player once he found him. And so now with that, the Madison Magic are in the lead once again for these rounds.
Like, have you seen yourself? Go to hub.
And so now that the
Wait, we go to hub?
Madison Magic are up 2-1 in this series. They just need one more win here to close the deal, and hopefully, and not surprisingly, we will most likely see that happen next game, as
Wait,
the
what's
Madison
this?
Magic
Not
have
cold.
been a strong contender in this fight. They only lost that initial
It's
one
not-
when I feel like they were just kind of caught off guard by how fast this hero team caught up to them. They weren't able to
Yeah, because
loot
he's
for
too
as long as they
overpowered,
usually do, which
He's cracked.
was
that
a definite
Fortnite.
advantage to the heroes beginning. But
They're not
once the
going to hub.
Madison Magic knew what was going on, they were able to more effectively
Am I
get loot
going?
at a faster pace, and
Oh,
also
I'm
ended up
going.
eliminating them quicker than the
Make the
heroes were able
floor.
to there. So
Oh,
great job from the Magic to be able to adapt to the enemy's playstyle there, which we don't get to see a whole lot of, as the Fortnite games have typically gone the same way, but not this time. And we will be back with this last game very, very shortly. All right, and here we go with the last match. Madison going to the, it looks like over to the snowy area, to the castle. Getting far away from the enemy this time, and it doesn't appear that they particularly like being so close to the enemies. Looks like Power Healer picks up a very nice shotgun to start off with. And we got Pilot with an even better one, with the gold version of that shotgun. Looks like Hexy also gets a shotgun. A lot of close range weapons are being picked up by Madison here. Got Ace with the submachine gun, Power Healer, Pilot, and Hexy, all with shotguns as well. You see that Harpoon and the pistol. Just nothing long range is being offered to them. It looks like Pilot and Ace do find an assault rifle, which is definitely a good pickup for them here. And then there we go. We have Hexy with the assault rifle as well. So we're just waiting for Power Healer to get that upgraded mid-range weapon as well. Let's take a view at Ace, see how he is doing at a closer look. It will probably be a little bit longer before they end up meeting the enemies here. Looks like they did not drop in the same spot as last time, although that hasn't stopped the enemy team before from getting on top of Madison as soon as possible. Looks like most of Madison still needs some shields to go here. Slowly getting that count up so they're at full health for the battle up and coming. And it looks like they actually saw some shots fired there from the enemy team. And so let's tune in to their voice comms, see what they're talking about, see how they're strategizing.
I don't have a assault rifle.
Looks like Madison is hunkering down in the position over here. Let's move over to the 4-player
Bro,
see what's
this
going
is
on.
bad position. Canyon, go to the canyon.
Looks like they have a bad position here. Looks like Ace got knocked down. They're going to have to take a stand here, I believe. Hexy also gets shot as well. This is an intense battle for Madison as Ace is already down. Looks like Hexy does build, he gets one shot off, two shot off. He builds that wall there to box him in there with the rest of his team, but it's just not enough. So moving over to Power Healer here. I believe he's like one of the last ones standing here. See if he can clutch this out. Looks like actually there's two standing. We have him and Pilot, the twins. Can the twins pull off this victory? It's going to be a hard one, that is for sure. The Heroes have a lot of players still in play. I don't think anyone has been eliminated yet. Looks like Power Healer does get hit once again and gets a shot off. Gets another shot off, but it's just not going to be enough. And so moving over to Pilot here. He did actually, it looks like, get eliminated there as well, and with that the Madison team will get defeated. They got stuck in a very unfortunate position there for this last one, with the high ground being in favor of the Heroes. So now once again today, with the very intense matches here, we go to 2-2. This next match will win it all, and so we'll be right back once the Madison team switches up their lineup and we get on to this 5th game. And we're back again with this next match. So we have Hexy, UnknownJay, Power Healer, and Ace for this last match here. Will they be able to pull out the win and keep Madison's winning streak alive? We will have to see here. It has been a very
landed
close
lucky.
match
They landed
every
lucky.
single time.
Can't move anything.
Looks like Hexy starts off with some pretty good weapons. And so Madison does have to take into account that the other team has been ambushing them quite often. And looks like they may have forgotten that last round because they were caught off guard quite a bit. But this time, hopefully, they will be ready for when they come and have some defenses or the high ground already prepared. And it looks like Power Healer actually just got shot at there, I believe. Let's move over to his perspective real quick here. See if we can get some better intel. Looks like he is indoors now, though. But I did see a single shot come off as they were looting here. Madison's also a little bit spread out. Hexy a little bit far away, but he is going to take a jump pad over to the rest of his team, so you'll see him joining the rest of them here. Moving over to his perspective as well. Looks like they do know where they are, and UnknownJay with his sniper is scanning the horizon, so we'll move over to his perspective here. So they know where they are, so hopefully they will be able to prevent them from getting this elimination. This first engagement is going to be imperative for the Madison team here. It's a matter of who is able to get this first shot off.
Are you guys all stacked on loot? Are you good on loot? Are you at least like prepared?
Yeah.
Okay. We should probably push now. Bro. Why? No, it's not. Okay.
UnknownJay pings
We
again
good.
to show us where they are and the rest of his team.
I have a launch pad also.
Moving over to
I just
the
wanna make them,
split
like-
screen view here.
I just want to make them feel like they have to move.
Nobody can. Oh, right there. They're over there. I saw one.
Looks like UnknownJay and Ace are trying to get those sniper shots off.
I'm
A
getting
good tactic to try to get some of the
Here,
health
somebody take this.
whittled down a little bit,
Take
just so
the
they are
sniper.
able to get a more favorable first engagement here.
Oh, no, I can't.
UnknownJay once again shooting shots off.
Finally.
I believe Madison does have the advantage here, considering I think they have far more long-range weapons than the heroes do. UnknownJay once again scoping in. Looks like Madison is going to hold their ground here instead of rushing, which is a smart choice against a team that has the high ground. It's quite difficult to assault them when they have that giant fortress in the sky. And it also does appear that Madison is inside the circle, so they really have the benefit here for positioning, as the other team is going to be forced to move up and try to secure their position. So as long as they can stay and withhold... Oh, and it looks like Hexy goes down dangerously low there. Down onto 16 health. Probably a sniper rifle from the enemy
Launch,
team.
just launch pad. I don't.
But like I said, Madison is
I
just
don't
playing that waiting
wanna
game.
stay here. Just sit. Guys, just take this launch pad.
As long as they keep themselves healthy, they should win this engagement once the storm starts moving in and they are forced to remove themselves from that position.
Take it, take
And you
it.
can see there on
Fourth
UnknownJay's screen for a second there, you can see that they have the jump pad. It looks like Hexy actually takes it and is trying to flank them.
Are you guys on the
He is
launch?
all alone over here though and gets heavily fired at and does go down. The rest of his team, it does look like they're trying to catch up to him, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They kind of got separated there. Power Healer is over here, though. Does get the jump, and on top of the building. He's now behind the enemy team, so we have them on both flanks. See if they're able to secure this win here. Looks like Power Healer. We'll move over to a single view here, see if it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. Move over to Ace, who is right in the thick of it. The rest of the Madison team is pretty healthy, however. And it looks like one of the members doesn't jump over to UnknownJay. And it looks like Madison actually kind of put them in an awkward position by moving forward and out of where the storm was supposed to be. And now everyone is just basically fighting for themselves. And it looks like Madison does come out on top a little bit. Madison also carrying his teammate out of the way, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it. And UnknownJay might be the last one surviving here. He's just trying to get away back into the circle because you do not want to be stuck in that storm whatsoever. So it looks like it is UnknownJay and Ace still alive here. We'll move over to Ace. He looks like he's in an engagement. He's getting very low, and he does get eliminated, unfortunately. So now it is just UnknownJay left. He throws a couple of grenades. He's also very low himself. Only has 12 shields, 48 health. Is trying to get some of those shields recovered before he gets into his next engagement. It is hard to tell how many of the enemies are still alive, and he does get knocked too. And I believe that will be the last one for Madison, and they unfortunately lose that last round, and the heroes take the victory for the day. I believe where the Madison team went wrong there was just I feel like they had a very good position to start with, and moving towards them and into the storm just sealed their fate, unfortunately. But a good game overall, a very close match for sure. And now Madison will be looks like 1-2 for the season so far. An unfortunate loss, but they will be back stronger than ever for next week. And before we go for today, I'd just like to remind everyone that we do have tryouts still going on for Fortnite, Overwatch, and also Rocket League at Edgewood and some prairies. So if you are interested, please check us out at xpleague.gg/Wisconsin. And in just a short bit, I will get someone from the Magic team for an interview to get their insider knowledge on how this game went. Welcome back, everyone. I have someone here for the interview, and the first question for you is how you thought the game went today. Just in general, how you thought? Do you think the team did well? Things that they could have done better, that kind of thing.
I thought that the team was pretty even in scoring, but I think we could have stuck together more.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty common theme. When you don't stick together, things seem to fall apart pretty fast. But when you guys are all together, you guys do really well at eliminating them pretty fast. So keeping together is going to be something I assume that you guys will work on for next week, right? For next matchup, come back stronger than ever. And so what was your favorite play of the game? You guys had some pretty good plays, though, when you guys were sticking together and getting those eliminations.
I'd say it was our second one because we were all sticking together and doing very well. And we had the high ground most of the time.
Yeah, that was also a common theme for a lot of your guys' games, is whoever had the high ground seemed to end up winning the overall fight, too. So for next week, trying to get that high ground, making sure you control key points of the map is going to be pretty important for next week. So, all right, well, thank you for the interview today. Everyone at home, be sure to stay tuned for next week, for next week's game, for week 5. And we will see if everyone can come back for 3 wins for Madison once again.